All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Ascension Outdoors. I'm Lyle Johnson.
I'm Goosie Guice.
From South Louisiana, I guess I should explain. Looks like the kind of home for my kind of man. We were fishing in bayou streams and dreaming from dream to dream, flipping on what Mama Nature stored. Yeah, you won't believe the things I saw on old Lake Maurepas. Mama Nature, you're gonna drive us all insane. For the rustle of their wings in that cold December wind brings me back to the banks of Maurepas.
Ascension Outdoors is brought to you by Lane's Jewelry and Design on New River, offering custom jewelry design along with in-house cleaning and repair. Snow Seafood and Steakhouse on Airline Highway, serving great food since 1971. Roland J. Robert Distributor, serving customers with petroleum and petroleum products since 1924, along with super stops located throughout the region. Bayron Smoked Sausage uses the original Louisiana recipe from 1938 to produce the best smoked sausage, andouille, green onion, and smoked boudin around Ascension Parish.
See this man? He has no character. See this sausage? That's Bayron Smoked Sausage. It has character. Made with an original Louisiana recipe and slow smoked with hickory. Bayron Smoked Sausage. Sausage with character.
Notice we're in a, not a new place, but a new looking place, man.
Yeah.
Lane's Diamond Jewelry and Design. He's fixed this place up, remodeled. The last time we went here, they were on the tear out mode.
Yeah, check it out. Christmas time's coming. It'll be here before you know it. It looks nice in here, man. Did a fine job.
Yeah, the countdown's already started.
Oh, it's already started, yeah.
Somebody knows how many days left till Christmas. And look, man, don't forget, them women like jewelry.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
All right, so look, we got a couple of guests here with us today. We're going to talk a little bit about anything outdoors helping kids. Jacob, appreciate you coming, man. You got your sidekick with you?
Yep.
Pete Savon.
All right, Pete, welcome, man. So you got a big event coming up.
Yep.
What's happening?
Jambalaya Cook. We got 8 bands. Silent auction. We have. This is gonna be a fun day for us.
All right, this is your 3rd annual Fall Fest, right?
Yeah, 3rd annual.
Yeah. And where's it going to be?
KC Hall, Black Bayou Road, 431.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Right behind Duck Roost.
Right behind Duck Roost.
You know, that thing's been growing every year. What the totals you've been getting from your first year to where we stood last year when it was over? I know the parking lot was full of people, for sure.
Yeah. The first year we raised about $15,000 the first year. And our second year, 25,000.
Right.
We raised.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how much have you raised so far this year? Do you have any idea yet? Or?
Total of everything I know combined, us giving out to the community.
Right.
We pushing $90,000 in the last 3 years.
Yeah. Well, that's nice, bro. So, explain, Pete, your role there. If somebody wanted to volunteer and help this event out, how would they take part in that?
Yes, sir. We have on our Facebook page, we have a link for a volunteer site. You can go on there and look at times for different needs we have for the day. So cook's help or kitchen help, whatever. You know, you can go on our Facebook page, Anything Outdoors, and find that link to sign up. Put down the time to come out and give us a hand. And if you'd like, I mean, just show up,
Right.
give us a hand, and we're not going to turn anybody down. So we need all the help we can get.
It was a nice event. We had to set up a lot of silent auction stuff, a lot of live auction stuff. Had a band, like I say, jambalaya cooking contest and all, and we do have the best jambalaya cooks in the world. I guarantee you that. And those guys that participate in it are the same ones, more or less of the same group that participate in the Jambalaya Festival cooking contest also.
That's correct.
So they give a lot of their time. It was very, very well attended last year for sure. That was my first time to actually go to it. Hope I get to make it this year. If anybody's got any anything that you may have, that you may have accumulated, that you won somewhere or something, you want to donate to this event. If you get with Jacob, Anything Outdoors, and get with them and Tom, you set up on Friday evening, correct?
Friday evening around lunchtime. So if anybody want to drop something off, they more than welcome. The doors can be open, and
Sure.
we'll take any donations that you have. It'll help, with
Right.
the cause.
And look, this is a bunch of local people helping people out.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? St. Jude is a great organization. You give a lot of money to St. Jude
Absolutely.
kids, and but this here is a grassroots, down-home thing, and we've been fortunate enough to be involved with y'all kind of from the beginning. We've got a chance to participate in some of the activities, and telling you, there's a lot of good things you can donate your time or your money to, but this is one of the best right here. And I encourage everybody to try to take part in that. Whether you come out to this, or you can go on Anything Outdoors Helping Kids website and donate it anytime.
Absolutely. And this year it's the LSU thing, so it's a game day Saturday, and then we all gonna be dressed, in LSU gear. Bring your LSU gear, and we're gonna have the game on,
Right.
when it comes, and
All right, man, this is going to take place on September 14th, right?
Yep.
What's the times?
from 9 to 10 o'clock at night.
9 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, and a couple of the bands that people might recognize.
Kenny Cornett, Mark Babin, Trent Bourgeois,
Fly by night.
Fly by Night. Yeah.
Good deal.
There's a couple other events we want to bring y'all's attention right now. The East Ascension Ducks Unlimited chapter is having their annual banquet September 26th at the Gonzales Civic Center. That's on a Thursday evening. Also, the Ascension chapter CCA banquet, one of the biggest CCA banquets, if not the biggest in the state right now, between us and Lake Charles, having their banquet at Lamar Dixon on September 19th.
Right.
So that's a couple of other organizations that if you're a hunter, a fisherman, or a conservationist, they darn sure support your mission, our mission as a sportsman for sure. And try to attend.
Man, we're going to come back in just a second with the River Project cleanup. I've been around the river since I was a kid, and I've seen every one of these floods we've had, and the thing that amazes me the most about it is the amount of trash that
Sure.
comes down. Debris, some of it's naturally occurring, trees, limbs and stuff, but some of it ain't.
Oh, no, there's a whole bunch of it ain't.
Plenty of
Yeah.
it. And so I often wondered what it would take to actually clean up. If it flooded tomorrow,
Yeah, it'd be
you know
much
what
more.
I'd be doing? I'd be sitting on my pier watching.
Because
it.
the fish
right.
ain't biting the weather or whatever.
Something that
Check
I
out
would
Snow
never-
Seafood on the airline in Gonzales. You
It
can
ain't
get
a
some
pleasant
very
thing.
No,
fine
it's
eating
not. You get
seafood
tired
over
of
there,
it,
along with
but
steaks
it
and
just
other things.
never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah, I
The
know
Sacklay is
myself.
good eating, but I'll tell you what else
just,
is good
just
eating
trash
is
on the side of the road is
Bayron
one thing. I did a
sausage.
road cleanup with Decent Sportsman League one time. We
Bayron
adopted a road
smoked
for about
sausage
6
is
years,
hard
and I
to
did it
beat.
twice
Well,
a
I've
year.
tried a many different
That's
times.
a
They've been
pretty
consistent
disgusting
for a
job right
long
there.
time.
I'm not a litterer, never did.
Robad
never
Distributors
enjoyed
and Super
seeing
Stops.
people doing. I guess
Got
that's
the
what
place
led to
just
this
what you
young
need to
lady,
get your
Miss
rope,
Rachel Deaton,
water,
putting on this
gas.
Project River
Some of
cleanup.
you can even get bait.
Brought
have
to
a
you
little bit
by
of her
Lane's
right now,
Fine Jewelry
starting
and
to
Design.
tell you how she got involved
Thank you
with
for
such a
sponsoring this
project.
show, Lane. Check him out. New
My name's
River,
Rachel
Gonzales,
Deaton.
Louisiana.
I'm the, creator of this project, River Cleanup. It was designed and planned to get as much trash and debris out of the water as possible. There's so much left from the 2016 flood and then all this high water that we've had, and it really becomes a safety hazard. So we put this together to just try to clean up our waterways, make it safe for boaters. We don't want people at risk when they're tubing. We don't want people to wreck their boats because there's debris that they don't see. So it's been a huge success thus far, and I'm really, really proud of the turnout. A lady named Lauren on Facebook had posted some pictures of some trash that she had picked up out of the water on her jet ski, and she made a comment about how ridiculous it was getting. Well, I made an offhand comment. I was like, well, someone should do a river cleanup, and people started to show a lot of interest. And so then Big John Tomplay, that owns Big John's Landing, reached out to me, and he's like, if you're serious, I can put you in touch with the Livingston Ascension Waterway Commission. So they did, and it's just snowballed from there. We plan to make this an annual thing as best that we can, but that's kind of how it all got started, was a single Facebook post.
Man, even though I was thinking that thought about what would it take to do it,
Right.
somebody had to
Somebody had to do that.
do it.
Yeah.
Somebody had to do it, and guess what?
Well, that's
Somebody did.
Yeah, somebody can do it, and it takes a lot of work to put something
right.
like that on. Now, yeah, they had some people interested in. That's what it takes. Volunteers, do a lot.
And you know what really impressed me about a lot of it is not just the amount of people who ended up participating, which was about 150 people took part.
Right.
They had 10 captains, so they had
Right.
10 different areas where they went and found trash. But we had a lot of
Yeah.
community people get involved
Right.
as well, and so that was a pleasant thing too.
Oh man, they've been a huge support. I have gotten everyone from the parish presidents for both parishes, councilmen have been here cleaning, obviously Congressman Graves has been here, Clay Shake Snyder has been here. All of them have gotten their hands dirty and just done a lot to help. We've got CCA here, Gonzales and Baton Rouge Boat Clubs. So the support from organizations and just both parishes has been huge.
Now I can imagine, by being down there on particularly that river right there, what kind of debris was collected there. I would imagine it ranged from everything from tires to,
It was
boats.
incredible.
Yeah.
We had a lot of stuff collected. It's stuff I've never dreamed.
I imagine
they
smaller
could
boats and all took care of the stuff like, just cans and bottles and things of that nature. And the bigger boats probably
Right.
collected other stuff. I mean, it was interesting to see.
We have seen everything from refrigerators to boats to freezers. I think they're currently trying to get a lawnmower out of the water. What else is over there? Barrels and all kinds of stuff. You name it, we've seen it. Hot tubs, furniture, everything.
And so, you know, you wonder what it takes to do stuff like that, and how it goes about, and what the final outcome is. You know,
Right.
is anybody going to be interested? You know, and I'm sure, probably close up to the day it happened, that was probably a question
Sure.
in some of us' mind about just exactly how that was going to turn out.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, they'll do it again.
That's right. You need to keep your eye out for it too, because one thing I know for sure, it ain't gonna happen in the middle of the summer.
Right.
So the next time it gets done, it'll probably be a little cooler. But
Yeah.
mark your calendar, it's coming up, and I think this thing is gonna just explode.
Probably so.
All right.
Got a lot of energy in this parish, and look, it wasn't just Ascension there. That was St. James,
Livingston,
Livingston,
and St. James.
and probably
That's
some
exactly
people from
correct.
East Baton Rouge also. I'm
Right.
sure was involved with that.
That's right, man. So I tell you what, man, we appreciate everybody effort. Rachel, thanks for stepping up and taking the lead.
Everybody volunteered, all the community leaders, everybody took part in that.
Thank you.
Yes, my goal is to make this an annual thing, to keep people involved. We will not do it in the dead of summer again, I promise. It will be done in a cooler months like April or somewhere in there. But yes, my plan is to make this a yearly thing, and I would love to expand it to cover the Tickfall River and some of these other areas that are high traffic. I hope, and based on the comments I've heard, that people really see that this is a need that needs to be stayed on top of. You know, we've seen so many people who weren't aware of the cleanup today that have seen all of this came out of the water, and we're like, yeah, you know, you pass this stuff every time you're on your boat. And, you know, it's really triggered with a lot of people like, wow, you know, this is obviously a need. I mean, can you imagine going down the river and hitting some of this stuff because you're completely unaware that it's there? So I think that that's really been a huge thing for people, like realizing that it's a need that needs to be met more than just once every 5 to 10 years.
this has been awesome, seeing all the people giving up their weekend, sacrificing their boats in many cases to pick up, as you can see behind me, everything from boats to barrels to ice chests, all kinds of storage containers, beer cans, everything in between. So this has been a fantastic weekend, helping to clean up the river, helping to improve the flow in the river, and just helping to take care of the place where we live and we call home.
All right, folks, welcome back, man. I tell you what, we're going to do the photo segment now. Snow's always takes care of that for us. Snow's Seafood and Steakhouse on the Airline Highway. Been in business since 1971.
Oh, yeah. Serving delicious meals all the time.
That's exactly
Incredible.
right, yeah.
Hey, spoken about delicious meals, right there, a table full of sac-a-lait. I mean, these fish were caught by Blaine Courtney and Jeremy Foster on early August 10th, matter of fact, in Vidalia. It's fishing with Cajun lures, Slim Jimmy jigs, blue glow color, 87 sac-a-lait and 5 bass. That is a table full of good eating fish.
I'll tell you what, I'm jealous about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of fish.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, this is one of our sponsors right here, Cage Sheets and Veyron Sausage right here. He's an outdoorsman, man. His brother that runs the business with him, he don't fool with it at all, outdoors, but Cade makes up for it. So this first, we got 2 of his pictures. This one right here is fishing in state waters out of Venice for recreational weekend season. You know, his sons Braxton and Carson and Pawpaw Blaine was on there with him, and they caught the limit of red snapper August the 3rd, and they weighed 101.8 pounds. That was 8 red snapper.
That's a pretty red snapper right there. Yeah, that's beautiful. And them fish coming out of Venice there, they ain't going that far out if he's staying in state waters right there, but that deep water right there holds some big red snapper.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's a pretty messy fish,
That's
y'all.
right.
Here's a pretty fish right here. Danny Burke, old buddy I was with a coho salmon. He caught on a recent bucket trip. He'd been having, I guess, planned for a long time, to Alaska. He was in a remote stream, flew in there.
Yeah.
From what it seemed like, a pretty fish right there. A beautiful fish, man. Beautiful background and everything right there, Danny. Congratulations, man.
All right, this here's Dustin Alamon. That's what's getting ready to happen in Venice, bro. He's holding up the big bass of the trip and of the day, really, and the
nice
big redfish they caught. Him and Randy Andrews punching D-bombs in Venice, throwing in them canes, bro, and they kept the 2-man limit of bass and caught over 100 fish.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
going to be...
Them fish been unmolested for a long time.
Sure. Yeah, it's nice bass right there. That's one of the better ones I've heard been caught down there. I'm sure they're catching a bunch of them that size right now. Look, here's a beautiful picture right here. A beautiful animal for sure that you got there, Cage Sheets. Now, this didn't come from Ascension Parish.
No.
This came from Africa. There's a 680-pound blue wildebeest. He shot it with a .270 Winchester at 130 yards. That's a pretty animal right there.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, that blue wildebeest is a pretty animal. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we usually show live fish or stringers of fish right here, but I saw this the other day, and this is one of the prettiest pictures I've seen in a long time. Lance Gautreaux, he caught 10 catfish one evening right before dark, an hour, but what we got a picture of is the finished product, bro. Some fried catfish along with some sweet potato fries and the cast iron pot they come out of, bro. Now that's a beautiful picture right now. I tell you, I could eat a piece of that right now.
It looks good.
Catfish on the bone too, bro.
Kind of look like something you might get served at Snow's right there.
That's
Catfish on the bone.
I'm going to eat that this weekend.
Here's P.J. Smith, along with Wade Johnson, Hunter Johnson, Derek Jones. They caught a few specks right there on the edge of that picture right there, but they went 8 miles past Breton Island to catch a limit of red snapper and a couple of mangroves on dead pogies. That was back in July. Good enough fish right there. You get them speckled trout right early in the morning, and it went out. Right out of there. Probably some of them rigs out there that we used to fish with Doc when we used to fish that east side of the river, man.
All right, this is a group of Ascension Parish people here. PJ and Shannon Smith, JJ and Elisa Ortiz, Christy Robillard and Landon LeBlanc went 80 miles out of southwest Pensacola, right there where Casey and them live at, using live cigar minnows and hardtails for amberjack. They caught grouper, amberjack, and a 131-pound yellowfin tuna. That looked like a Venice trip.
I see a lot of people going to Florida making these offshore trips. Now, I used to do it a long time ago when I used to go there on vacation too, but it seemed like the quality and the size of the fish are better now than what
Right.
it used to be back in those days, to tell you the truth. But a lot of people in Louisiana go over there,
Right.
add that fishing trip into their stay on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah, you're right. All right, man. Look, you talking about flying plane and Danny Burke taking a flying plane. I'd like to just pay tribute to one of our friends, Tofil Bourgeois. He perished in a float plane flying a couple of his customers, a dad and his son, back in from a trip, and the two passengers survived, but Tofil didn't. I tell you, he was a great outdoorsman, a great ambassador for the state of Louisiana, and it's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is. Well, you know, he went down doing what he likes to do. I
That's
guarantee
exactly
you that.
right.
That's one thing. If there's any saving grace there,
Yeah.
he will be missed, though.
That's right.
I'll miss listening to him.
Oh, without a doubt,
Yeah.
bro. All right, folks, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate our fans. Look, we need your pictures. Tag us on Facebook. You can send them to Ascension Outdoors at etail.net. We'll be glad to put you on.
Yeah. See you on the next Ascension Outdoors.